really excited to be standing here today with a very inspiring woman. If you don't know, this is Jeanne Socrates, who on her boat Naiad 380 Nerida recently completed her third circumnavigation, which this time was solo, non-stop, unassisted, from Victoria, BC and back to Victoria, BC. Now, Jeanne had a Hydrovane on her boat, so I was just going to ask her a few questions about how the Hydrovane worked for you.
Oh, fantastically well, actually. I used it 95% of the time in my last circumnavigation, and for me it was just an essential piece of gear because no battery power needed. It worked well on the centre cockpit, which I have on my boat, and it was reliable, you know, even in strong conditions or light conditions was very good.
And how would that have compared to using an autopilot?
Well, the problem with the autopilot, the electronic, you know, you're using battery power all the time, and if you use it enough, you know, with what I was doing anyway, with the distances I was going, you have wear problems, you know, so even though I have backups, it's a problem. Whereas with the Hydrovane, you know, I had the occasional little hiccup, but I was able to fix it quite okay, and it worked so well, you know, totally reliable.
How was the performance in light airs?
Very well. I mean, I've been impressed by it, actually. The one time previously I was coming towards Cape Town and I was in almost no wind, and it kept me going almost down to 1 knot, and then I had to take over. And this time round again, I was becalmed quite a few times this last time, and down to 1.5 knots, you know, speed over the ground, the Hydrovane was managing, and then I had to take over below that. And
how about in rough conditions, those stronger winds that you would have experienced out there?
Well, I mean, I've had to learn to use the wind steering. I think everyone has to learn. Interestingly, Yachting Monthly recently did a report on the best and worst bits of kit, and I put my Hydrovane as #1 best bit of kit. And this time around, compared to the previous time, I've used it way more because I discovered how to use it in stronger airs. And you know, it was a very simple adjustment of the wheel, and it was working very, very well. I mean, I was very pleased with it.
Now, Jeanne, were there any problems along the way out there on the high seas that you had to deal with in terms of the Hydrovane?
Yeah, I did have one problem in particular, but it was nice that I could actually email John to get help, and he was very, very full in his answers. So, you know, he always took me through what I needed to do, and then it's just a matter of doing it, and then I was able to fix it.
And now, when you were making your decision to purchase a wind vane, why did you decide on Hydrovane?
Very much the centre cockpit and the auxiliary rudder side of things, and I'd heard good reports of it from people. So I thought, well, you know, sounds like a good thing to, you know, but a nice simple system, easy to put in place.
Jeanne, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today. What you've done is truly extraordinary, and it's always a pleasure to see you, and have fun in Mexico.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.